Morning. It's a Friday morning. I got here last night. My plan was to sleep out in the tiny house, but my neighbor and his wife came out and said, "Look, it's going to hail, storm. We insist that you sleep inside our extra trailer." Who am I to say no to a warm house and a firm bed? But I have to head off to the hardware store this morning and pick up my lumber, because this morning I start on the rafters.
Well, I just got back from Lowe's. I'm supposed to pick up 52 2x6s, but I only picked up half. To be honest, I thought it was going to fill up my truck. So that's fine. It might be raining a little bit later on today, and I won't have to try to haul all those inside the house. It's beginning to feel like a house, by the way. If you remember the last video, I believe it kind of got wet on the inside during the time I wasn't here, and I felt that I fixed it by putting some more material over where I thought the water was coming in, and it did. It did fix it. There's a small amount of water coming in from the south side, which I didn't fix, but it's such a small amount. I mean, it gets so hot in there during the day, it turns into steam and it's gone. So I'll see about fixing it if I have the time to do that. Here, let me show you the inside now. Now that I got everything in there. Now that I got my bed in here and all the equipment, I can pretty much just, when it's time to go, just lock the door and leave, you know. That's a really nice feeling. So I don't necessarily have to bring the truck in all the time, and as I've mentioned, it sucks up a lot of gas. But I am going to have to haul in the other lumber tomorrow. But today I'm going to start cutting the rafters. I really did a number on this. Oh, I broke them both. Come on. These doors tend to be the first to go. Look at this. I got 2x6x4s. This is going to allow an overhang of about 1.5 inches on both sides. So when I put the insulation on the inside, I'll have 1.5 inches for when the roof heats up. It's going to force that air through and right out the top and keep my roof very cool. It shouldn't heat up. And with this size wood, I'm only going to have to do a 24 on center. And with a tin roof, my roof should last me 50 years or more, really. So, you know, the hope is to pass this down to my kids, and hopefully they won't have to do too much work to keep it up and to keep it safe. When I make the cuts, I'm going to put the guidelines on about 5 or 6 of these at once, so I don't have to, you know, do it for each and every board. So if I line them up nice and then draw my measurements on here, should speed up the process somewhat. I only have 2 days to really get these rafters done. They don't have to be installed, they just have to be cut and hopefully nailed together. I am not one for I don't know, geometry, I guess, for angles and measurements like that. However, with SketchUp, I put my planks down and I just kind of measured the angle from the corner. And if I remember right, it's 1 3/16. I'll double check that. But as long as I can come out to 1 3/16 and cut to the corner, that is my angle for the first board. So I will double check that. Yes, 1 3/16. There. Then if I take this If I can, turn it this way. Just take it right to the corner there. And draw me a line. Starts right there. Now I can go ahead and pull this over and cut it, and then cut that and cut that, or at least mark it. But I gotta get a better straight edge. I don't really have a guide like I did before because of the angle. Can't really make it happen, so I just have to do this on my own and really focus and not screw up. Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't want to bore you with all of the exact measurements. I'll try to show you on the video what I'm doing in the measurements. Now I do have one of those saws where you push it down and it comes up and it'll cut it for you. I did bring that with me. But I'll see if I can handle it this way first, because to be honest with you, I would rather do it with this. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Now this is the other side, the other angle. So I cut about an inch off of that one at an angle, and now I'm taking this all off. Good morning. Today's Saturday. I'm sorry I didn't do a whole lot of filming yesterday. I got 26 2x6x8s and I cut them to size for the rafters. I'm going to head over to the lumber yard now and get the other 26 boards that I need to finish up the rafters. My neighbor came over yesterday and he doesn't like to be filmed, and he helped with the cutting. So that was pretty much it. I did yesterday. The Gambrel roof goes like this and then here. The first two angles are exactly the same, so I did those yesterday. Now I'm doing the second pair, which actually connect to the top. So they're different measurements. The diagrams are saved on my phone. 5 feet, 13, 16 inch this side. This is my template. 11, 16 inch. So for my diagram that I have to come out 2 inches and 11/16 right there and cut it to that corner to give me that angle, and then from there I measure 5 feet and 13/16 inch that way after it's cut. Alright, and again that's my template. Right here that better understand. See, I measured it from there, and then I connected those, so that's the angle. That's the angle, so it should fit, hopefully. And that's the same. See? Please don't mess up. Okay. Please be right. Oh, that would be so nice. Alright, so I'm going to measure this again and see if my template here that I'm going to follow is right. I'd like to have faith in myself, but okay. This should be 5 feet and 13/16. This is off by 1/16, so I will cut on the right side of the line each time, and this should be 6 inches, 5 feet, 6 inches, and 1/8. 1/8 is just 2 of those little squiggly lines or little lines, so that is a whole 1/8 off. So that has to change. Dead on. 5'6" and 1/8. And this is still probably going to be 1/16 of an inch off, but it's 5 feet. Yeah, this is still, of course, a 1/16 inch off, but let me make a new template. But this is really looking pretty good. Okay, my neighbor's on his way, but I got my template down, which is great. I measured it, I don't know, half a dozen times. So it measures out perfectly. As long as I draw the line and then do it and cut on just the right side of the line, it should match up. Now I have 1, 2, okay, so I got 24 to go. I'm not sticking around too long today. I'm just going to get these cut and put it into the house. And I have a family I would like to see tonight and family tomorrow. So I am going to cut my trip a little short this time. But as long as I get all the wood done, next week when I come back, I will glue them together and then plate them, nail them, and I'll also be bringing my windows. So I'm just going to cut this for the next hour or so, and then I'm going to take off. I don't want to bore you half to death, but the main thing is getting your template just right, putting the measurements down to make sure, so you can go back and measure every so often to make sure nothing's changed, and you should be good. Please do your own research. Don't rely on me for expert advice, because I have none. So if you like what you see, subscribe, tell all your friends. Have a good day.